Hello everybody!
Hello!
Welcome once again to a Roombas of Thought livestream. I am your host, Stalking Horse.
And I'm Indecisive Spud.
It is a pleasure to be streaming for you this evening.
Yep. And
if you
we're streaming today?
Well, I mean, same thing we've been streaming the past, 2 months?
There. Part of me was tempted to say the boat game, but no.
No, that's the other one.
Yeah.
That's the boat game. This is the submarine game.
Ah, the underwater boat game.
I can think of several things that fit that description.
Fine, the undersea boat game.
Boat is the category that's too broad. That's why I said the submarine game. I can think of several games that involve there being boats of some description under the water or specifically the sea. The boat is the category that needed defining. But, that being said, we are indeed playing the submarine game. And it's high time we got underway.
Yes.
Yep. I did all the base building I needed to do for this last night. I streamed it. I don't think anyone has seen it except Frost, who was here briefly.
I showed up a couple of times, but most of the times you were inside your base.
One base or
It's
another,
sort of
yes.
Yeah, look at it, it's like, okay. You appear to be in the green place. Okay, and then pop off to do something else.
Yeah. Didn't quite
The
get out.
airfield underwater boat game.
Yeah. Didn't quite have the resources and plan I needed to get Outpost Cardiff where I wanted it, but I at least built the thing. So, there is Outpost Cardiff, no longer theoretical.
Yep.
And there is Outpost Echo.
Ah.
Outpost Echo is particularly noteworthy because if I go over to the wonderful little section here called Maps, Outpost Echo sits about here.
Ah.
Guess what I found?
Tunnels?
Yep. Guess how I found them?
In the prawn suit?
Nope. I did that.
We're all morons. We have an inbuilt area scan
I cruised
thing.
along the entire northern shore with the depth finder open so that I could see the terrain map.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It feels like cheating, but it worked.
Honestly, no, it's not cheating. It's using the tools at your disposal.
Incidentally, that's them. Outpost Echo sits about here.
Huh.
So it was technically within range of this scanner room. We've been looking at it the whole game, we just never did anything.
Wait, so there's a data box on the scanner.
Yes, there is. Look where it leads us. into this suspiciously bowl-like depression here that, if we go through this bit, connects to this cave-looking structure. I wonder...
We're idiots, aren't we?
Yeah, how... Why did we not just do this in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know.
But
Well, let's take the car.
Yep. Cruise all of 200 meters.
Okay, we're going to go inside and have a look at this scanner room.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yep. There's the cave. Leading us into this bowl-like thing here, where that data box is.
Huh.
Yeah. The surface clutter here is the icebergs.
Ah, that's probably why we have trouble finding it, because it's full of surface clutter.
Hmm. But if we've got one scanning for data boxes... While I'm here, do I have enough for another solar panel? No, I don't.
No quartz.
None immediately visible. Oh, there's some.
Hey!
Yep. Now.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Can't get to land here by swimming, but I can do it in the prawn suit.
Huh.
I need you to last a good long while. Now I'm short of everything, so... I think I'll leave the... Yeah, I think I might leave the sea truck parked here, actually.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just gonna drive it to the entrance, so that way, you know, we'd have the car nearby.
I mean, we'll have a big robot suit.
True. Do we remember to bring the, emergency, beacon? Not beacon, box?
The emergency escape box.
You know, the emergency food box.
That's in the prawn suit.
Okay.
At least I think it's in the prawn suit. I did forget it at Outpost Cardiff, but then I went and fetched it. So I think it's in the prawn suit. Yeah. Behold, the cave.
Ah!
We spent 2 whole sessions looking for that.
Okay, the cave is a lot smaller than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah. We were looking for the cave. That was it. That was the whole thing. Yeah. I came through it this far to check that this was in fact the right place, and this is as far as I've gone. Certainly looks like the right place to me.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you. If only I had the thermal reactor module, this would be really helpful.
Hmm. Can we scan? My brain's completely yelling at me going, can we scan the forklift?
No.
Oh.
We can't... There's nothing in the boxes. Ooh, we can scan the snowman.
Yes, please. No.
No what?
No, as in, destroy the snowman. No.
Why would I destroy the snowman? Snowman. 3 snowballs, a rebreather, and a standard O2 tank.
I think to destroy snowman is how you get a rebreather O2 tank. You haven't got one by this point.
Hmm.
Is that rock floating?
Yes it is. Hello, graphical glitch. Well, we were looking for Site 0.
Yep.
Another prawn suit we can't scan. Getting tired of that.
Yeah. Walk the big thing over.
Yep. Ooh. More cave over there. And
You want to go search around inside the buildings first?
yes, I do. There's usually scannables in there, and there's at least one data box in there. So
Yeah. A question: was that a pond?
frozen, I think.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of this
Ah, it
little frozen
flows.
river here.
Yep.
So let's see what we've got.
What did Altera use this place for?
A motivational poster.
It's your field. Stand or be singular.
So to 2 square kilometers. Six per full site engineering section. Large grown water filtration unit. Weather forecasting suite. Prawn Bay. Occupy the main sector base.
Occupy the main sector base just below. What?
Away missions into unoccupied installations elsewhere in the sector.
Huh. This was their alien research stuff place.
Lantern fruit!
Lantern fruit.
Edible in an emergency. They haven't improved. They're mainly useful, if I remember correctly, as bioreactor stuff. Oh, but nope. Now they've
Great
gotten
for body
much
heat.
better because they add body heat.
I suppose that's why it's edible in an emergency.
Yep. Use from grow beds and plant new seed.
To do.
Refill engine oil and coolant in progress. Document completed. Research samples done. Continue investigation of the force field mechanisms at Research Site 0 in progress. Send weekly status report in progress. Varnish prawn suits. To do.
Do.
Repair base hatch door lock. To do. Perform monthly patrol of remote installations. To do. Recalibrate navigation equipment. Done. Inspect all cabin air filters. To do. I could have scanned this here! We're 200 meters from the starting location!
Is there anything in the locker? Can you open it?
I don't think so. No, I cannot open the locker.
Well, let's have a look and see what the rest of the base contained.
Yep. Vending machine.
Oh, hey!
Game played by 6 to 15 people. Total players over 6 of the scientists seek the alien intruders. Hive Mind is the master pulling the strings of deception. Hive Mind knows who the aliens are and who the scientists are. This player observes the game and tries to manipulate the alien intruders to eliminate all the scientists. This player does not know they are an alien intruder. For all intents and purposes, the alien intruder thinks they are normal scientists.
Okay.
Scientists' job is to survive and eliminate the alien intruders or complete all tasks. The scientists do not know who the alien is. Scientists win if the aliens are dead or if they have completed all of their tasks. Yep.
Once completion of different cycles, the Hive Mind will communicate their intentions.
Yep. The game is broken up into days. Each day, the scientists and aliens choose to either perform a task or spy on another player. Then, the Hive Mind tells the GM if they would like to plant a seed of doubt on which spy result, if any, or eliminate the spy target of the alien, if applicable. This is done secretly between the Hive Mind and the GM. GM then reports back on the results of the player's spying efforts, influenced or not by the Hive Mind. After which the scientists/aliens may have a 3-minute meeting to discuss the day's events. They may then elect to eliminate a scientist with a majority vote. The scientist or alien will then go to sleep and start. Okay.
Interesting.
That sounds not only fun but playable. I like it.
No, I noticed a slight problem.
Oh?
What happens if, like, all the aliens, because the scientists are supposed to do tasks, right?
Doesn't say anything about the tasks. We'd need some more in-depth rules.
Yeah, because
this is 90% playable.
why would? Yeah, because part of me is thinking, why would anybody who thinks they're not an alien do anything but a task?
Because they know that there are aliens there, and that the aliens are going to try and eliminate them. So they do. So they spy on other players to try and work out who the alien is.
Yeah, sorry, my brain's thinking. My brain's just going, very good game, just slight problem. But yeah.
Hey Sam, you want to say hi to my kids? I told them I'd show them a day in the life of a scientist.
Of course. Hi, Oren. Hi, Svea.
Tell us what you're working on.
Oh, this is a personal project.
Looks more like biology than robotics.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I know no one is on my side with this, but what if I just found a way to take care of the deadly bacterium?
I wouldn't say no one is on your side. I'm on your side.
I know, but You won't say anything to Emmanuel or Zeta or anyone?
What effect would it have if I did? I'm not exactly Employee of the Month right now.
I know. I wouldn't want you to risk more than you already have.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more. What are you working on now? And what do you mean by take care of the deadly bacterium?
Is that thing still recording?
Oh, right. So, that was Sam, kids. I'll turn this off now.
We've got the blueprint for the control room. So that's 2 titanium.
Yep.
And
It's an iron cube.
While other teams have been pursuing more nebulous approaches to awakening the architects, I've tried to take a more practical approach. We know these part organic, part digital beings stored what they thought of as themselves on computers within their sanctuaries, and we know efforts to wake or communicate with them have been in vain. My theory is that to make first contact, these digital ghosts must first be recombined with an organic component. As Dr. Kaz Slaney's classic study noted, we know they had means to grow cybernetic bodies and to transfer their data patterns between them. There is a known probable architect sanctuary in this sector, but entry is not currently possible. If I can get inside and present the right vessel, I do think we will be successful.
Oh,
No
you were
one
right.
wanted to know too much about architects. I could not let her. She was, what do you call them, Voltairean.
What did you think she would do to you?
She might have discovered the gateway to our home world. I thought it wiser not to take the chance.
Understandable.
Okay.
Leads to the outside again. There was a door in the back, wasn't there?
Yes, that's what I'm going back to now. Okay, all the fragments seem to be out there, which is... Well, except for that one.
Was this Sam's space? What was she doing all the way out here?
I don't think I have a choice. I have to neutralize the bacteria myself. I'm a little nervous. Okay, terrified. But this thing is a death sentence. We shouldn't be messing around with it. I'm no biologist, I know. So does everyone else here. I haven't spoken to Danny since we fought about it. Zeta said she'd handle it and then didn't. Lil practically begged me to drop it. This is completely beyond the scope of your work. You have to stop before you jeopardize your standing with the company. I don't want good standing with a transgov that would do this. Robin tried to warn me. Maybe she was right, and Altera really is unfixable. Maybe I deserve better than this. We all do. I've synthesized the antibacterial agent. I know my biochem at least well enough to do that much. I've stashed some away in one of the Pengling research caves, southeast of the Leviathan. That was probably the easy part. Now I just have to carry out the plan. Focus, be brave, worry about what happens next after the threat is neutralized. They're going to know it was me. If they send me home, when they send me home, where the ice isn't 20 feet thick, I can get my Augie bun back. We can cuddle under a nice warm blanket. Things with Robin will thaw out. They always do. Besides, I think she'll respect this. And then, maybe I'll start my own research outfit with an awesome team. I'd love to work on prosthetics again. Help people find peace and ease in their bodies. No more cold. No more spying. Nothing that can be misused. All right. Now's my time. I've got this.
Didn't work out so well.
Ah, my darlings, Brian, Svea, and Oren, I'm counting the days until I can come home and give you all the hugs and kisses. Since my research project was cancelled, they have me at a place called Outpost Zero doing nothing much. Just cataloguing things, plants, the occasional animal, but it's mostly ice where I am, so there's not a lot of new stuff to find. Svea and Oren, you know how you get bored when your hover dance teacher makes you practice skills 15 minutes over schedule and it eats up your freestyle time? It's a bit like that. But I have a new roommate, Samantha, a roboticist. You should see her little bangling box. Oren, you'd love them. But she got management upset. I guess this is just where they send you if they decide you're too much trouble. I'm kind of glad she's here, though. I was getting lonely. I'm still trying quietly. I don't want any more trouble to figure out where I went wrong. I was sure. I picked up a distress signal. I was right on top of it, and then it just stopped. What if someone, an architect, is still down there and needs help? I'll be home before I ever get to find out, and it will fall to some future researcher to come and find out, I guess. I hope. But I can't wait to be home with you. When are you going to send me some more art? There's still a patch of bare wall here that could use some colour and a touch of genius. I miss you. I love you. I hope you're still proud of me. I'm proud of you.
The left bit was collapsed, right? Was there anything covered? Probably not. Probably all buried at this point.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, because that's the lantern area.
Yep.
That's the habitat room where we just were. That's the buried module, though that entryway's collapsed, and that's after the lab space.
Landslide probably crushed under a pile of rocks, so we can't access it.
More accurately, avalanche buried under several thousand tons of snow.
So let's see.
In the end.
Yeah.
Zero looks like it was a nice enough place before, you know.
Rocks and ice and stuff.
Yeah. They've even got a landing pad of some kind. No more fragments, though. I think that those are all out in the wild.
Yeah.
For now, let's follow this path. See where it leads.
Yep.
Because they said architect research.
Yeah.
That looks architecty.
Yep. Is there anything on the table there?
No.
No. Oh. Shame.
Seek fluid intake.
pad.
Okay, it's getting really foggy. And I think we might have to flip this one.
Yeah.
Alan, what is this place?
It is architect technology. Standard for my people.
Well, nothing that your people do is standard to me. What is it?
This facility provides the means for rapid travel.
It seems to be inactive.
Without a vessel of my own, this site is not of any great utility.
I see.
Looks like a console.
Yeah, but it's not active. And that certainly looks like a teleporter.
Yes.
He did say rapid travel.
Yeah.
But otherwise it looks like there's nothing here.
Huh. That's mildly disappointing.
Yeah, I was expecting... Don't even know what I was expecting. More TM?
Then again, this... Yeah, probably lore.
No, I mean more TM with an M.
Ah.
I was expecting more than we've got. I mean, half a prawn suit would have been very, very helpful if I'd come here first.
Yeah.
Nothing along there. I think that's it. I think that was that was base 0.
Yep. There's still fragments back there, huh?
2 prawn suits.
Oh, right, that thing. Ugh.
Prawn suits have become unscannable.
Seriously, why'd you do that game?
Where have I ended up? There.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Outpost 0 is where your sister worked her final days on 4546B. It is quite isolated.
Yeah, I know the brightest ideas can flourish in the middle of nowhere, but this is practically off the map. A lot of people would love to get paid to sit around and do nothing. Not Sam. She must have been miserable out here. And they have the nerve to call her negligent. I think they drove her to an extreme.
They also motivated me to change my behavior.
Because they drove you into hiding?
I had calculated that they might be well placed to answer my distress signal. But I came to suspect their motivations were not aligned with mine.
So you made yourself harder to find.
It was a calculation.
Well, at least the alien, head alien knows, you know, something very important. Altera are dicks.
Seek fluid intake.
Very astute, Alan.
Yeah, question, is our suit glued to the back?
Yes. You can tell
Are you sure?
We were ejected from it when it anchored on.
Okay.
That was not me pushing a button, that was the suit is attached.
Okay.
Well, I think that's just about everywhere up here explored.
Yeah. Well, let's eat a tree and figure out where to go from there.
Yep.
Because we know that, you know, we have to go down, but where is down?
I put a beacon on some down we hadn't checked out yet. It's
True.
ages ago. It's called the Deep Bit.
Right. Apparently I'm a little more concerned with us needing to eat a tree.
Believe it or not, that's why I'm heading for Frostbite.
Huh.
You know, eat a tree, drink a fish, standard operating procedure.
Yep. These words would make no sense to someone who hasn't played Subnautica.
Yeah. I've also done some renovations.
Huh. Oh hey! The infinite salt generator.
Yep. I also found a use for the infinite salt.
Alright, we can make more water out of it.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
I am. Salt and a frost vase plant.
Yep.
Vital signs stabilizing.
And they turn into large filtered waters, which are the most hydrating thing.
Huh. Do they beat out the salad?
I think so.
Huh.
Yeah, salad only does 30.
Huh. Okay.
Which means if I'm going down to the depths, I need to bring you. They don't seem to decay, so I'll bring those two.
Okay. Probably have to go hit the main base just to sort out a few things.
Probably.
Thumper thumps things.
Yeah. Very correct. Haven't tested that yet, but I did build it.
Apparently, thinking we haven't tested it yet, and in a way we don't want to.
If I'm going down to the depths. I want the dive suit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, now let's check in with home base before we head down below.
Yep.
Outpost Hammond is on the way anyway, so
Yeah. So I'm thinking, sort of, we probably want just enough for a scare room, maybe some form of, you know, being able to, you know, power the thing.
yeah. Because we're definitely not getting solar panels down there.
Yeah.
So we want a bioreactor, maybe a thermal plant.
Yeah. Dual flat will probably be preferred, but bioreactor food car.
Hey, there's Delta Island.
Huh. I mean, he's thinking, given that the architects like to build deep, do you think we should bring, like, you know, instead of the usual just 1 or 2 iron cubes, maybe 3 or 4?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be loading this truck up. In fact, I'm considering whether I want to build a second storage module.
Huh. That'll make this damn thing even more unwieldy.
And this would change things how?
Good point. Now, it's just I'm worried about trying to remember what the limit of displayed modules up the top is. Because at some point it simply stops displaying and, you know, you can keep making it longer, but it starts running into, you know, the display limitations.
I mean, sooner or later it just won't move if you put modules on it.
Hmm.
There we are.
Is that a cat named Potato? Yes, it is, apparently.
Yes, it is.
Huh.
Okay. To start off with, is there anything in here I don't want to take down? Yes, you. Anything in here? Don't want to take the reactor rod.
Those aerogels?
Yes, we may need those.
Maybe, yep.
Bioreactor needs titanium, but otherwise it's good to go. Scanner room is empty. Table coral for the scanner room. 2 copper for the scanner room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 titanium for the scanner room. Need a gold for the scanner room.
It's all copper.
There's usually a use for excess copper. Lithium is for... What's lithium for?
Reinforcements, I think?
Yes, lithium is for reinforcements. Check the magic box. Davy Jones contains many, many salads, a spy pangling, at least 1 ion cube, a flare, and a titanium ingot. Titanium ingot, if I remember correctly, and the ion cube are to build a recyclotron.
Yep. We'll need some normal titanium just to basically get the tiny room up if necessary. And, you know, we need to make the power source.
I think I'll just I'll turn one of these into regular titanium. But I may turn 2 into regular titanium.
Yeah, because if we're going down there, do we want lots of beacons?
Yes, we will. Scanner. We haven't got the gold yet. Bioreactor. Blueprints for a Okay, copper wire and aerogel we can do. 3 titanium for the bioreactor. Okay, bioreactor set.
Yep. What about a thermal plant?
A thermal plant requires... that's an exterior module. 2 magnetite and an aerogel.
We got aerogel, but we need to grab at least 2 magnetite. Maybe a bit, definitely a bit more.
And then we're going to need the scanner room upgrades, which I'll also make up here to save space.
Yep.
So we'll need 4 for the scanner room upgrades.
Your inventory's full of titanium and stuff.
I'll offload that for a second. 2. It's 2 for the thermal plant.
Yep. I was thinking the power module we can probably just put it inside,
8,
you know.
8
the
spaces for a thermal plant.
Yeah, I was thinking we put it in the same place as the bioreactor because we only need one of the 2.
7.
And the titanium can overlap a little.
Yeah.
Because if we got a bioreactor, we don't need a thermal plant, and if we got a thermal plant, we don't need a bioreactor.
Depends how quickly we deplete power and how quickly we generate it. There's
True.
2 and an aerogel. Aerogel's stored somewhere else, so we have room for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go.
Yep.
Now we need some extra copper. To make 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
And those are for the scanner room.
Yep.
Okay, that's a scanner room full set.
Yep.
Okay. To get in, I'll need a hatch, which is 1 quartz, 1 titanium.
Yep. I was thinking just keep the miscellaneous junk in there in case we have something else we want built in event of emergency.
True.
Actually, maybe not. Because we're going to need somewhere to store the kyanite.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to find kyanite down there.
Yep.
So, hatch was quartz titanium.
The aerogel was needed for construction.
Yeah, of the bioreactor, technically, but bioreactor's full, so aerogel. All of the aerogel can go in there, we'll need it eventually. And...
Do we remember to get the gold for the scanner room?
not yet.
Because I was also thinking some titanium and gold for the power conduits.
Yeah, because we may need one of those for the thermal plant. I'll just take all the gold.
Yep.
Because titanium is titanium is titanium.
Yeah. As long as we get enough to, you know...
Yeah.
Dump it inside the aerogel box as well.
Yeah. Gold. I may need silver for something, I can't recall. Just in case, I will turn it into a wiring kit. Because I'll have a recyclotron.
Yep.
wiring kit. I'll keep the tether tool in there. No, tether tool. Yeah, I'll move the tether tool to this box. This can be miscellaneous. Take those out. Put that in. Table coral's going to be hard to come by at depth. Same. I'll throw the reactor rod back in there, just in case I ever wind up needing to build a nuclear. I shouldn't, but just in case. In the event of, that's all.
Yep.
There's another spare ion cube.
We should probably grab 2 more.
Yep, miscellaneous. There's a lead. I'll turn these into glass so they fit better. Copper can go back in the copper locker. I'll also grab some diamonds.
Yeah. We got plenty anyway.
Should have taken magnetite out of there, but... Diamonds should be easier to find at depth, but just in case they're not. And what was I grabbing? Lead.
Do we need rubies if you bring diamond?
Rubies are mainly used for synthetic fibers and aerogel. We've got most of those, but just in case...
grab one.
Yeah, rubies are there. I'll take those 3. I can unbuild the aerogel to get rubies if I need it as well.
True.
There's miscellaneous. There's room for the rubies in miscellaneous. Copper locker can suddenly have diamonds in it. Lead, and I'll just go next door to make the glass. I talk a lot more when I have someone in chat. But Okay, that leaves me with 2 beacons, a habitat builder. I'll recharge the habitat builder.
Yep. The other thought I had was, are you sure 2 beacons is enough when exploring?
No, that's why I'm going to make some more. Okay, beacons require titanium.
Copper,
and
titanium.
Copper. Looks like another
Did
one
you
of
empty the copper locker down there?
Yep, copper locker's been empty for ages. I've had to scavenge.
Ah. No wire either, I presume. Titanium, we've got empty lockers down there that near the bottom that can be scavenged.
Yeah, but why bother? This is faster. And I had copper in the upstairs copper locker.
Yep. Ooh, that's slower. Not that much copper.
Yeah, 2 will do. I'll just turn this back.
Actually, hang on. I'm trying to remember where we saw copper. Where I saw a copper spike. You know, mineable.
We saw some on the way around this place, around this side of Delta Island, across to Outpost Frostbite. I mined those a couple streams ago.
Ah, okay. Right.
Yeah. But, beacon...
Right. We have, actually...
Worst case scenario...
As long as we can construct a scanner, we have infinite copper.
I should construct a scanner.
Recycle. You know, because yeah, and also that will also give us fuel for the bioreactor.
Yes, because there's the infinite battery trick. Good catch.
Yes.
I'd completely forgotten about that. I have a salad to reverse engineer. I have... So Fire plants. The only thing I don't have is a shrub nut. Shrub nut doesn't fit in there.
We can carry an extra beacon and because that will cause the shrub nut to fit.
Huh. So we're just short on 2 titanium.
Yep, and we probably want to actually grab the iron cubes that we said we were going to grab.
Yes. I think I've offloaded everything else. I'll check the prawn suit storage before I leave.
Yep. Wasn't there space inside the Magi locker? Okay, wow, that's a lot of iron cubes you're bringing.
I'm not necessarily bringing all of them. I'm just going to cram all the remaining available space with iron cubes.
Ah. I love it's how it's half salad and half iron cubes.
Yep.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
The essentials of life.
What do you
or
have in
death.
emergency? What do you have in emergency? Food for me and food for my stuff.
Yep, that's full. That's full. That's full. That's full. There's 3 spaces there. That's full.
Do we need to bring crystalline sulfur for anything? Like upgrades? Modification station, maybe? Right, we can't actually, no, never mind, we can't do modifications down there safely.
Well, we can if we build a base with a modification station and a moon pool.
True.
Because, remember...
What's crystalline sulfur used for anyway?
I have no idea. I think... I mean, we found a lot of crystalline sulfur at depth last game, so... Part of me is inclined to just move on.
It's fair.
So 2 ion cubes in the inventory, otherwise I think that's everything.
Hey.
So, goodbye Outpost Hammond. Hello to the deep bit.
I've just run a quick check and basically it's apparently all tools and flares.
Yeah.
And some upgrades.
Yeah, brain is tingling somewhere. Something to do with the prawn suit.
Empty the inventory?
Yeah. While I do that, no, something about sulfur pinged for the prawn suit, but I can't remember what it was.
I think one of the upgrades used it.
Oh, there's all the copper.
Oh, that's where all the copper went!
And the gold and the spare ruby. Okay, yep, we're fine. I knew I'd mind it, but I couldn't remember where it was, because it clearly wasn't in the lockers.
Maybe it's inside the mining vehicle. Well, I'm going to go grab my food. It's ready now.
Okay, and I think I'm ready to go. We did manage to fit it all into the one storage module, so...
Yeah, the main thing is, you know, my thought right now is, can we fit the kyanite into the car?
We can fit the kyanite in here and in the prawn suit.
That's fair.
Okay, meanwhile, while you go and get your food, Beacon Manager. Outpost Paydirt. See you when I get back. Outpost Shai-Hulud. Outpost Gumtree. No, I'll keep Outpost Gumtree. Outpost Flytrap. Keep that. Outpost Cardiff. See it when I get back. Outpost Titanic. Outpost Scotty's Tunnel and Cave. I'll keep Outpost Echo just as a border tracker. Outpost Frostbite. Snowfox, see you when I get back. Drop Pod, see it when I get back.
Not quite back yet, but dumb question. Do we remember to charge up the prawn suit?
I'll park the sea truck and check. Because you caught me on my way out the door. We did not. That would help, wouldn't it? Now it's charged. Oops.
Remember to charge up all our other tools?
Everything's mostly charged. I just recharged the Sea Glide, so that's why it's at 98%. And just for safety's sake, tell me if a Shadow Leviathan turns up, will you?
Yeah, figuring out whether or not Shadow Leviathans appear is probably a good idea.
Most likely. For example, there's one.
Yeah, our equipment should be mostly charged, right?
Least is at 92.
Yep. Probably shove the prawn suit back onto the back of the thing now.
Yep.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Batteries are charged.
Yep, batteries charged. We're ready to go.
Looks like it.
Yep.
I've even turned off all of the base beacons for the top. I've left Echo just to give us a corner reference, and outposts Gumtree and Flytrap are going to give us a depth reference.
Right.
Otherwise, I've turned everything else off. Except Hammond, because we hadn't left it yet.
Okay.
I think we're ready. You think we're ready?
Seems... Yeah, seems good. Do we ready to eat the tree?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And thanks to our emergency box, we even have a salad we can recycle downstairs to give us ingredients for the salad.
No, we don't. It only gives us the leaf. Can we plant the leaf?
Ah, crap.
Can we plant the rotten plant?
I don't know. I didn't test that. Can I build a fridge in the sea truck? No.
Look, even just half of it is better than nothing.
You know what, I'll just grab some and hope that they work.
Yeah.
Let's go. Goodbye. Outpost Hammond. We'll see you when we get back.
Did you remember to keep the beacon on for the deep bit?
Yes.
Okay.
I only turned off the bases.
Right.
You can tell because the deep bit is a different colour.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah. This would be a really good place for a thermal reactor. Half the time, anyway. Whoa! That damaged. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we are.
Go Leviathan that way.
Let's not go that way. Punching prawn thing.
Shiny purple crystals.
Leviathan moving. Which means it's gone active, it's spawned. Prawn suit arm. I think I see it moving.
Yeah.
It's less than stellar sign. And it seems to move quick. We are deep enough that I think another base might be in order, just to start scanning down here, because we're deeper now than we were, because the Shadow Leviathan was off the bottom of the map before.
Yeah.
I think we found the spot for base, at the very least base 1.
Yep.
Stay away. I have a perimeter defense system and I'm not afraid to use it. There it is. There it is. Oh, bad, bad, bad. Don't like you. Okay.
I'll search up what this thing can insta-kill us.
It's a Leviathan, yes it can. I think that's the defining trait of a Leviathan. If it catches you out of a vehicle, you're dead.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah. Here looks good for a base. Ooh. What does that look like to you?
Ah! Kyanite.
Yep. Are these scannable?
So do a bit of lookup, and fun fact, it cannot insta-kill you.
Okay, what's the health threshold before it can then?
75, it only mostly kills you.
I'll take mostly. Okay. Okay, quick thought. How am I going to power this thing?
I was thinking, remember, up there was the giant, things, you know,
Yeah.
what was it? Giant thermal bits up there, and we can chain them down pretty easily.
Yeah, but they're not very hot.
True.
I think they were sitting at, what, 30, 35 degrees C?
Ooh, okay.
That's 30% power on a thermal reactor. Gold. And I'll need a hatch for now. Quartz and titanium.
Warning. Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Those will grow if I plant them now. I just need titanium.
Right.
What's that? Uraninite. Nuclear's actually a potential idea. I've got lead.
Good point.
It's not renewable, but it'll last a good long while.
Yeah.
That's right, I was going to make a plant pot. Lost my own plan for a moment there. You cannot plant the leaf.
Okay.
Now. If I pillage some of the titanium set aside for a bioreactor, then I can make a multi-purpose room. Now, what's required for... Plasteel is lithium. Advanced wiring kit is a computer chip. And lead is... well, lead.
Lead.
I don't have enough lead. I can't scan for it down here until I get the scanner room powered.
We only have 2 lead?
Lead 1.
1.
Lead 2. 3. I do have 3.
Right.
Right. Then plasteel. I have titanium ingots. Lithium. What else do I need for plasteel? Nothing. 2 lithium and a titanium. And I picked up 2 quartz, which I'll turn into glass. Okay, that's an advanced wiring kit. Two table coral, gold, and copper wire. I can do that.
Yep.
2 table coral, gold, and copper wire. Also the wiring kit.
I hate the fact that, you know, there's just a Leviathan swimming out there.
This very second, it's not bothering anybody except us.
True.
I'll also need...
You don't like it.
Yeah. I'll need... Where did I put the reactor rod? And what's the recipe for a reactor rod? Lead, glass, titanium.
We need to build the reactor first, and that's going to take up all our lead.
Yeah. But I'll need more reactor rods to keep it going. First time in any Subnautica game I've made a nuclear reactor.
Systems online.
We want to dump the range extensions into that thing now.
Yes. Show me the world.
Yep, it goes far further than this.
Anyway. I'll need more reactor rods, which means I need uraninite, titanium, lead, and glass.
Yep.
Also, kyanite would be helpful. What can I do with kyanite?
Hang on. Was there a heat area scanned?
Yes. Where's the heat area?
Where's the hot stuff?
Up in that cave.
Never mind.
At least
Wrong
that's
cave,
what
I
it's
guess.
detected so far. It may detect one further down. Because this was not the only way into the deep bit. Presumably this was also a way into the deep bit.
Doesn't look like it. Maybe. I'm not sure.
We've also got one way the hell over there.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, with burning power.
Also, we're probably better off searching for fragments and kyanite.
Because, where are we? Blueprints. Kyanite was used for upgrades. 2 nickel. Didn't bring the nickel.
Yep. It's mine. Honestly, I'm thinking just grab the kyanite from down here and then head back up to build the depth modules if you're worried about depth.
Oh, I mean, we're definitely going down that deep. We're going into the deep bit, but the point is that I turned all the beacons off because once I came down here, I wasn't planning on going back. This was my move to the underground blue tree of this run. We are moving.
Okay, I guess. But remember, this comes with the expectation that this has a blue tree.
The blue tree was a safe zone. I'm not going to guarantee we have a safe zone.
Do you just assume there was going to be a safe zone as well?
No. I didn't plan on... When I say the blue tree, I don't mean a safe area from which we can... No, I mean, we have moved down out of range of our previous bases. Going back now is a colossal waste of time. We are effectively operating at depth for the rest of the game.
Okay, we have completely different ideas of what going down here meant.
Yeah, sorry. There was a reason I kept putting it off.
I thought we were just, to come down here, poke it a bit, and then make a, have a poke around, explore, build a thing, and then go back and basically be prepared to go back if necessary.
No, I was from the outset preparing to not go back to the surface. Because I said earlier.
If that was the case, I would have actually recommended you to actually take a lot more of the base.
Yeah, because if I close some of these, because we've explored all the surface is the problem. Which is that the only remaining place the plot can be is down there.
Yes. However, my thought was more along the lines of, we're carrying a lot of stuff down here because we expect to be down here for a while, and then we're going to go back up because that's where our stuff is.
I tried to bring things we couldn't find down here. The necessary supplies to set up a base and kit for basic operations at depth. Long enough for me to
It's
actually
because
entrench.
because the necessary stuff to do a set up a base is because you've been setting up scanner bases everywhere. I thought this was gonna be another of the same.
No, this was permanent move. I see where we've come at this from cross purposes. I don't know how much power is in a reactor rod. Okay. We spent so long talking about this that now I need a salad and some of my limited supplies of large filtered water.
Okay. Enjoy your challenge run, I guess.
What do you mean challenge run? It's just constantly going back to the surface and so is impractical, dude. I mean, we're gonna have to, right now, this base, this is effectively our last outpost. Theoretically, it's possible to go back and ferry materials for this one, but we're already having to run past a Leviathan to do so.
Not really. Because isn't the exit sort of like mostly straight up?
And I don't know what the aggro range is on that thing. Right now, I think I'm running past a Leviathan's nose and hoping it doesn't chase me.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That's what I did. Oh, I've got one on the sea truck, doesn't matter. Okay.
Because, yeah, if you were doing a permanent move, I would have actually gone and, well, simply asked, what do you need to do a sea truck dock, and what do you need for a moon pool as well?
What was that?
No idea.
Can you quickly check how much power we get out of a reactor rod?
$20,000 energy.
Okay, so we're not in imminent danger of running out if I turn the scanner room on.
No.
Okay. In that case... is there any more convenient uraninite? Oh, there's some right outside the frickin' door. That's 2. 3. close to you don't like it. Okay. Kill power.
The main problem we have right now with this is lead,
Yeah.
which I don't see on our scanner. Do we?
Lead comes from galena outcrops, I think. So does titanium.
Okay.
No, my fabricator's on the top. It's going to level off the truck. Still haven't leveled it. Just, that's going to bug me. least there's a pretty wide variety of minerals down here.
Hmm.
Too close to the Leviathan. Prawn suit torpedo arm fragment. Large crystal formation. Large morganite formation.
Ah.
Nope. That was too close. That aggroed the Leviathan.
Hmm.
Well, at least now I know what it sounds like if it detects me. Hey, the other part of the torpedo arm. Whoop. Salad.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'll need one of these eventually. Right. I prepared for every kind of power generation except nuclear, so I am going to have to go and get more lead. I will leave the sea truck. Kyanite.
Yep.
2. Can't find 3.
Could always scan for kyanite.
Could. We do have a big scanning thing. There it is. Whoops. Not again.
Hang on. The propulsion cannon?
No, it's not a vein, it's on the inside of the rock.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking propulsion cannon, see if you can grab with it.
The coding here is imprecise, that's the problem. There's no code. Mechanically, all wall in games, mechanically most walls are hollow, right? Unless they've got gameplay space behind them.
Yeah, I was just hoping that basically if it glitched one way, can we make it glitch the other?
It's not that it glitched through or anything, it's that it spawned on that side, because there's no code telling you things which side of an object is the outside.
Oh well.
So it simply spawned on the inside. Which is incredibly frustrating. Autopilot, I'm heading for the wrong one.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. What do I have in lead? Nothing. What are these 3 new blueprints? A torpedo arm. Titanium 5 lithium and aerogel. Vortex torpedo. Generates a localized gravity distortion. Gas torpedo. Toxic gas. Sulfur. That's what I need sulfur for.
Okay.
Because that, I think, is my one and only offensive weapon. I have the perimeter defense system for the sea truck, but that's my only ranged weapon.
Okay.
Quartz is empty. Gold's empty.
If you're going to be doing the... Honestly, personally, I think slightly ill-advised, go down permanently, I suggest you fill up, you know, the prawn suit.
I will be.
And, you know, the moon pool and sea truck dock
Yeah.
thing.
I'll have to build them eventually, not on this base, but on the next base, or maybe the base after. But you want relay so that you can get your scanner room up and running on the way. Effectively, just a scanner room and a power source will do. Last game I was able to cruise on by without those because I knew where the fuck I was going, to be blunt.
You didn't... Sorry, I missed that. What did you say?
Last game I didn't need to set up relay stations for scanner rooming because I knew where the fuck I was going. Now, what's this depth module requirement? Mod station. 2 nickel ore. Got those. I'll temporarily swap them for this plant and this med pack. Right. Prawn suit depth module. Done.
Okay.
$1,100 meters.
Okay.
Can I scan for lead directly here? No. Keep the Leviathan off me. Okay. Offload the Uraninite. Do west. Okay. Now what are the ingredients for a moon pool and a sea truck dock? That might be an idea.
What's the idea?
Instead of running hither and yon gathering the relevant materials, it would be much more effective to just disassemble some.
Okay.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Okay, that'll do. So, where do I have a spare moon pool and sea truck dock? Outpost Flytrap has a sea truck dock.
Okay.
But if I want to only make one trip, Job Pod Base has both.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just slightly also mildly confused about why you spend so much time base building only to abandon them immediately.
You're assuming that the base building is not an end in and of itself.
Okay.
Oh, and as if we needed more proof, I'm an idiot. I can't just move down to the base. That is the sub-levels. I can't just go right down there and stay there.
Why?
Because I end every stream looking at the penguins. There's no penguins down there.
Nope.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
You know what? A lubricant, 2 lead, and 2 plasteel ingots are easy enough to come by. I think what I might actually do is I might take the sea truck dock off Frostbite. Frostbite's been expanding its overdue redesign anyway.
Okay.
It's the lubricant.
Seek fluid intake.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Two polyaniline and a wiring kit. I can do that. I keep finding more things I've got to do, don't I? Okay, where's Outpost Flytrap?
Okay, I got a little bit bored and basically had a look at the Subnautica TV tropes page and discovered that there's a haiku there.
Is the haiku spoilery?
No, it's hilarious.
Then I would quite like to hear it.
All alone at sea. So much ocean to explore. What the fuck is that?
Yep, that sounds like Subnautica. Salt. No salt.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline. Power restored. All primary systems online. Welcome aboard, Captain. Here's salt. Up there.
Interminable is the phrase that comes to mind. There's always more things to do. But hey, I dodged the shark.
Okay.
Now I just need to not get lost in the sea monkey caves and get back to the prawn suit before I drown.
Calorie intake recommended.
I know, computer. I recommend that too. Yeah, 25, easy. Okay.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Don't have a fabricator down here. That's not a problem. I will in a minute. Advanced materials, hydrochloric acid.
More things I found on TV tropes as we pass the time.
Yep, by all means keep passing the time.
Well, apparently in the first game, if you get out of Seamoth too quickly, you can run yourself over.
Yeah.
My first thought was, yep, that sounds like a me driving.
Or you blessing.
Yes, that too.
Apparently I can scan the chasm where I'm building the relay base from here, which is interesting. Okay. Well, at least I don't have to worry about air while I get that gold, I suppose. Alright, the hallucinogenic fish.
Yes.
Seek fluid intake.
They made building the base such a pain.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Right, helps if I get it out of the prawn suit.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I've realised something.
Yeah? What is your realization?
Right now, I really don't need to do any more work on this base. Hello, shark.
Why?
Because it has power for now, and I'm not asking it to do much. All I really need is to build exactly one more reactor rod and use it as a backup power source in a locker in case it actually consumes power while I'm away.
Okay.
So that I can rush in and then shove the new reactor rod in the reactor if it's powerless, at which point I can then make more.
Okay.
So what I need to do right now I'll find more kyanite as I go deeper. I've got the parts for a sea truck dock. I can acquire the parts for a moon pool as I go. And the same really goes for reactor rods. So all I really need is a grand total of 1 lead.
Okay.
So if I quickly scan for galena outcrops. Also, I can offload a bunch of stuff while I'm here. I can swap gold for most of this copper. Because I'm not going to need that much gold at depth. Refill the gold locker. And refill the copper locker while I'm at it. I can turn a bunch of this into wire.
Okay.
I am not going to need the spy pengling at depth.
Probably not.
Five copper wire should be enough. If I need more than 10 copper, I'm doing something wrong. Away from the sharks. Where am I looking at going? Titanium. Looks like I'll have to do a shark bothering. saw us. Okay. Go back to keeping that Leviathan off me. Before I leave. Eat a tree. Now, next thing on my to-do list, dodge a Leviathan.
Okay.
Next bit should not be boring. Admittedly, this moment right now is kind of boring as we slowly sink, but you know what I mean. I was kind of hoping we'd find more kyanite, but we didn't. So,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
this is not for aesthetics, this serves a purpose. Okay. Okay, next scanner room set. Which means all I really need to do this one's not going to find any. This one's scanned all the time, found no additional kyanite. So any chest where it's at this depth, or is it the one up there I need to worry about? It's the one up there. Okay. Which means you are being retasked to scan for shadow leviathans. 20,000 power should keep us going. Take all the fruit. Next stop, past that leviathan. And immediately I hit the C-drop on something and need to fix it. I'm a professional. And typically it's camping the entrance, come on. Oh, there's two. There's my third kyanite though.
Hey, kyanite.
There it is. Can't take two of those.
Yep.
Proceed with caution. A Leviathan-class creature is near.
Oh, you don't fucking say! Bit late on that call, computer. Okay. You know, it occurs to me that the thing that made the Cyclops incredibly effective was that you could fix it from the inside.
Hmm. Do you want to hear a fun fact I discovered while browsing the wikis?
Yes, please.
It's related to how to avoid being eaten by Shadow Leviathan.
Listening.
If you're inside your sea truck and not at the controls, aka the engine is off, you don't register for aggro. At least that's what the wiki says. Can't remember which wiki, it was the TV tropes or the Subnautica wiki.
I mean, they look cool. Terrifying, but cool.
Yeah.
Okay, it's at the far end of its patrol route. Need to do more fixing. Listen for the scream, listen for the scream, listen for the scream. Okay. I didn't beacon the last base, did I?
I don't know. Can't remember.
I didn't beacon my scanner. Okay, the deep bit is up there, so I've come down through that tunnel. So I'm going to assume that way is forwards. It really does have a patrol route, doesn't it? It goes down that way, comes around, comes across in front of here.
Yep.
Let's go this way and hopefully get out of its patrol route. Hey, more kyanite.
Hey, more kyanite.
Okay. Still within range of the base, so they wouldn't be showing up on the HUD. Right. That looks to be heading
That's an up. Shall we go?
Whereas that's an along, but it takes me through two Shadow Leviathans. I mean, I'm kind of torn, actually. I am curious what's this way. But a significant part of me is also saying the words for the content.
Wonder what's up.
Let's find out. Whoop.
What?
Okay. There's one. Just making sure I'm still in scanner range of the base.
Yeah.
Because as long as I'm in scanner range, if there's more, they'll show up.
I think we're going to be exiting the scanner range, but
Okay.
visibility, part of me is just really curious where this leads out of.
Yeah, okay.
Because if we can mark both ends of everywhere that comes down, we can basically try and figure out, where isn't, up.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because we've already got one down bit.
Yeah. That looks like it goes up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a beacon.
Okay.
The knife isn't very helpful right now. So I'll swap that for... Okay. Let's go into level and move the pawn over the ledge. Didn't exactly level, but it'll do.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Because the mated sea base looks awfully close.
Ah. Wait.
Oh, you cheeky git! That was a hole the whole time?
Well. Yep. The hole.
I'm saving the hole for actual bases.
Okay.
One of my bases down here is just going to be called the hole. So that's how to get down and back up.
Yep. Question: do we have enough kyanite for the upgrade now for the depth upgrade for the sea truck?
We can make the prawn suit thermal reactor. There are no more sea truck upgrades.
Ah, okay.
I just need a wiring kit, which is 2 silver, which I forgot to get out of the lockers.
Is there 2 silver in? No, I don't think so.
There's 2 silver in an advanced wiring kit. There's a basic wiring kit in an advanced wiring kit. Unfortunately, I need the advanced wiring kit for the sea truck bay, so... Alright. Fetch quest time. Again.
Yep. This is exactly why I'm very much not in the mood for, you know, the let's move all our shit downstairs immediately.
Yeah, I could probably set up a base and scan for silver, but honestly, aside from the ambush from the common cold, what would be the point? I've got an entire
honestly,
locker
I'm
full
thinking,
of them, so I'll just go and get one.
Yeah. Because I was thinking along the lines of, you know, if we're going to, you know, move everything downstairs, step 1 is to, you know, scout the terrain at least a little.
You know what? I give up. I'm just going to turn on the beacon for Outpost Hammond. I'm going to need to be going upstairs and downstairs for a while.
Yep.
If I knew what I was doing, like I did last in Subnautica 1 last time,
Yeah.
then I could probably conceivably put together a plan to do this properly.
Yeah, like a actual full-scale move.
Yeah, I really could just move downstairs. It only works if I know where the fuck I'm going. So...
Yeah! Because I sort of semi-read what you did as, like, you know... put everything in a car and basically drive off the edge of the map.
Whereas I viewed it as, okay,
And, well,
all the signposts say plot this way. Okay, I'll load up what I need to get a basic base up and running, and let's go. Am I going to be able to reliably come back to the surface past those 2 shadow leviathans? No! There's at least 1 leviathan directly in my way. I don't feel like running that back and forth, so...
I understand that, but... Hey, boy. Up till now, we've been staying very far away from, you know, where they were, so I thought, you know, yeah, there's room for, you know, what, 1 more base, you know, at the very edges of their territory? Before we, you know, need to risk, you know, actually going in.
Welcome aboard.
No, we need to risk going in, because that little scanning thing was the outpost at the edge of their territory.
I know, but that was what I was expecting you would be building when you said, you know, we're going to the deep bit today.
No, I meant we're going to the deep bit. As in, we're going to see if we can find the bottom of the map, possibly complete the game if we can find all the plot.
I'm gonna be honest, it's already 9:30. You're losing me very fast.
Ah. Right. That is a bit of a problem.
It's like, yes, you could find the rest of the plot of the game. It's gonna be at least another hour or 2.
Ah. What do I swap for the thermal reactor? I think it's gotta be storage.
Yeah, I fully expect you to swap storage.
Okay. Well,
I wonder what happens if we build a scanner on the other side. You know, this deep bit too.
build a scanner room right next to Maida. Oh, we already have. That's called Outpost Gumtree.
Ah. Okay. Thinking
ahead. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do exactly two more things. I'm going to put a beacon on. I'm gonna drop a beacon on the scanning room at the deep bit number 1.
Yep.
Because knowing where you are is very important.
Yes.
I will come up, around, over the top, and then I will double check the scanner range at Outpost Gumtree.
Yep.
Make sure that I can get the intel I need from out here.
Yeah, at least we now know where the Shadow Leviathans hang out.
Yep. They hang out in my way. So, what do we name this place?
I have no clue. The brain isn't braining anymore. What's a penumbra?
Penumbra's good. Oh, hang on. Is it? Yeah. I was in fact correct. A penumbra is the outer edge of the shadow.
Ah.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Keep telling me where they are. That's the key. As long as I know where they are.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Right. The other place I was going to go was Outpost Gumtree, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's a thermal plant, which means that if I can set Gumtree's scanner room going.
Was it Gumtree the thermal plant or the Yeah, Gumtree was the thermal plant one.
Yeah. Because of the bushfires.
Yep.
Now, there's a Chelicerator in the way, but that's not a problem. Technically there's two, but I'm not worried about them right now. I'm in a prawn suit. And I'm out of their range.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Huh. If we're here, Sea Truck is there. Sea Truck's in there, which means oh, it's out of range.
Huh.
Huh. That also means that Gumtree is not too far from here if we wanted to set up a couple thermal plants to run the base.
Ah.
We'd have to
Make it
run
incredibly convenient.
yeah, we'd have to run a power line, but it works.
Yeah.
There they are. That's 500 meters of the other base.
Yep.
There's a floor here. Plenty of titanium.
Yep. Wait, have we scanned those weird thingies that look like fans?
We have not. Jade membrane. Huh. So basically a Venus flytrap. Except it doesn't even have to close, it's just sticky. Plant with naturally occurring spider web.
Nice.
What do we name this one?
Sweet. My brain's only coming up with horrible meme chunks.
Oh, look! My temperature's dropping. Temperature and oxygen are dropping down here.
Huh. I think that if... Hang on. Starts... Ooh! You only... Temperature only stays up if you swim.
That's fascinating.
My brain's provided me the words nightfall.
No.
It's better than my first suggestion, which was the Darklands, which was a Lion King reference.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
My brain's provided me with the word spiderweb because of those plant thingies. No! Outpost Big Boy.
No. I am not encouraging the Newcastle Big Boy.
Oh. Jade Walker?
Hang on. Stop thinking for a moment of the neighbours this way.
Yeah?
Who's our neighbour that way?
Ha! Ah, yes. The scary lady. That's mean.
What?
My brain provided me the words outpost grandma.
This is the part where I'd normally ask chat for suggestions, but chat is empty.
Yep. Whalefall?
Say again?
Whalefall? Because that's what she did?
We're also pretty deep, it kind of works. Whalefall. Thinking.
Hypothermia imminent.
Oh. I really should think in the prawn suit, shouldn't I? Hang on. What kind of rock did the
The what?
That was it, Morganite. What can I do with Morganite?
Crystal?
My brain is throwing references from the Arthurian myth cycle at me, which is not helpful.
God damn it, now my brain's still going, and we shall hereby name that Leviathan Mordred.
Mordred and Morgana. There's two of them, Mordred and Morgana.
Yep.
Which means I know exactly what I have to do with this.
It's just a model.
It's only a model.
Yeah. Because you know how the entire...
That is the right one. I accidentally raised it a moment there while I was trying to do this.
Okay.
I'll have to do all sorts of things to pull that off. I'll have to lay a power line and so on.
Yeah.
It'll take time, basically. And it'll be time spent doing nothing but base building, which, you know, always great fun for you.
Yeah, because my opinion for sufficient base is, are you going to, is it, you know, just scanner room stopover, or actual, you know, recharge base? If just, you know, scanner room, it needs to contain hatch, scanner room, and power source. End of story.
I mean, that's basically what I'm building here, but still.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that'll grow. But... just up here. I had the ingredients for a scanner room. I think I also had the ingredients for a thermal plant.
And
This could be a lot less time than I thought.
maybe.
Because... I'll need a way to get into it. And 2 titanium. 2 gold. More titanium.
Warning.
No, not
Emergency power only. Oxygen
There.
production offline.
Blueprint for... Go away, sea truck dock. Exterior modules... Thermal plant. 2 magnetite and aerogel. There's my 2 magnetite. And... my aerogel. Oh hey, more gold. So I'll need... I'll need extra titanium.
Wait, you will need extra magnetite as well, won't you?
For what? Oh, scanner room upgrades.
Yep.
Good catch.
And copper.
Yeah. Ooh. But didn't I see?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
When I was dropping down here. A big pile of titanium.
Yep. Honestly, it's 10 o'clock. I've zoned out completely.
That's... Okay, we'll be stopping in a moment. I'm not going to do the entire base tonight after all. I wondered, could I do it before you fade, but no, I cannot.
No, I had already faded. It's like, what you're getting is essentially the reanimated corpse coming back occasionally.
I'll need to head back up top anyway. Because I'll need to make the I'll need to build the relevant things.
So we can say we tried to attack the darkness, and I think the darkness won round 1. Or at least it came to a draw. We'll call it a draw.
Yeah. In the spirit of Outpost Camelot, we'll call it a draw. Also, before I forget, copper wire. Oh, hey. I can do that. There's the second aerogel. Okay, again, I will leave the sea truck here, and I will go back up top in the prawn.
Okay, are we going to stop now, or
Yeah,
are we,
pretty much.
you know...
We're not coming back down tonight, I'll say that much.
Okay.
I may, you know, throw the components in the assembler to make the scanner room upgrade, but that's it. I'm not doing it anymore.
But hey, we discovered, you know, the ends of this thing. We did a trench run.
Huh. Yeah, I did. Hey, Preston. Hi, Maida.
Hey.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'll be out of copper again, but that's fine. I have more in the truck. What was the second aerogel for?
Remember, you just built a bunch of aerogels for some reason. I thought that you would need them later.
No, I mean, I got a second one of the 3 out of the truck. What did I get it out for? I counted everything in and out. What did I get out the second aerogel for?
I don't know.
Okay. Ah, that was it.
Vital signs stabilizing.
That was it. Can't do that now. I was going to... Right. No. Alright. I think that's it for tonight. So I'll just head back to...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
You know what? we have arrived at the end of another stream.
Yep.
That one was pretty quiet as far as chat interactions go, but it was very eventful.
Yeah, stuff happened.
Yeah. We found the last type of Leviathan. Which, at least I hope it's the last type of Leviathan.
We got a very up close and personal look at them.
Oh yeah. And apparently they try to eat you by shoving you into the mouth was on the belly, I think?
Yeah, I think it's also the digestive organ.
Ugh. No wonder everything
It likes
got...
starfish.
Yeah. That explains why they did so much damage to the sea truck. Just, chomp and then spray with... what is that, acid?
I don't know. Whatever they use to digest things.
Yeah, that should be acid. That was, horrifying.
Hmm.
And again, it's Subnautica. Why am I surprised?
I don't know.
Yeah, just look at the penguins. The penguins are relaxing. So should we.
Yeah. To the end screen?
Yeah. We have, after all, arrived at the end of the stream.
Yep. We attacked the darkness. The darkness fought back.
Yeah, as I said, we'll call it a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ate a significant part of my sea truck, but they did not eat all of it. They did not eat me, and I have successfully charted a route through the territory of a bunch of Leviathans.
Yep. Probably more stuff down there, but still.
Yep, that's next stream's job. Chart route
Yep.
through territory of 2 Leviathans.
Yes, because I'm pretty sure we only went through one.
Yep. Effectively, we went through the crossbar of a T junction. We need to find the other bit.
Yep.
That's going to be
Yeah.
an experience.
Look. Yeah, with like our, bases down there with all their scanning ability, we'll be able to help.
Yeah. Just tell them to keep an eye out for Leviathans. It seems to do the job.
But until next time, I've been Indecisive Spud.
I have been Stalking Horse, and this has been a Roombas of Thought livestream. It has been an absolute pleasure, and yep, OBS is reporting we made it to the end with 0 dropped frames.
Yay!
3 cheers for that.
Yay!
That's 2.
Yay!
And on that note, it's time for us to sign off. Thank you for watching the VOD. Thank you for joining us. It's been fun, and see you next time, which, if everything goes to plan, should be Friday. Bye.
Bye.